This is bloody happening. I can't believe this. Seriously. And why that dude had to tag me on a Friday night? I was about to play a game and chill. He had to tag me, and I said anything that pops up on my newsfeed, if I happen to see it and if it's worth covering, I'm gonna do it. So, ladies and gents, MMfinance is back with the 5th or 6th Ponzi, or maybe 10th Ponzi, because they're anons. Obviously, I doxed them. So it wasn't me. Well, I'm gonna show you the video in a bit, but this is probably the 6th or 7th. All right, so the time I discovered them, it was over a year ago on MMfinance. That was on Kronos. Then on Polygon. Then first of all, probably it was Binance, Kronos, Polygon, and now on Arbitrum. Just because Bitcoin is mooning, right? Bitcoin is probably pumping right now at 28,000. This guy saw an opportunity. And unfortunately, I don't think this is April Fool's. I wish it was, but no. They're raising $1 million. This is bullshit. $500,000, $500,000 for whitelist, and then 500,000 for public sale. $1 million. I'll show you the price action in for the previous one and stuff, right? So this video is totally public service announcement. I'm just trying to create awareness. You make your own decision, okay? Playing in a casino is different, or even a Ponzi is different than something that is totally rigged, controlled by insiders. And once you see the past, because right now, personally, it doesn't affect me. I don't care. I have better things to do, okay? And I was actively participating in this at one point when I was doing my crypto stuff a year and a half ago. I was literally on it on MMfinance. When I discovered it the first time, I was really interested in NFT and every stuff, right? And then I discovered it was shady, Ponzi, and people were crashing prices. Founders have probably totally unethical, illegal stuff. And by now, I don't think I have to convince anybody because it's just obvious. It's very bloody obvious, all right? So ladies and gents, let me show you exactly what happened, okay? So first of all, MMfinance is not MMfinance anymore. Surprise, surprise. If you type MMfinance, it takes you to Kronos MMfinance. I don't know, whatever that is. So check this out, all right? The title, let me see. It says Kronos MM.finance has the largest ecosystem. They changed their domain name. Wow. So right now, 12.2, whatever, the price is sitting at 1 cent, okay? So let's move on from all this price stuff. This is MMfinance, all right? Let me show you. Wow, it's pumping. Yeah, please, dude. It's sitting at 1 cent. At one point, it was $1 or some $2 or whatever. Right now, it's just, if you look at the whole entire price, look at this one. Yeah, when you look at the entire $1 cents, 14 August 2022, all right, when it all started, pre-list, pre-sale and all this stuff. So, dude, it's not going back. This thing is rigged, but whatever. I'm not here to explain that, right? So that's just one of the price. And then I don't have to show you any of these price now anymore. I'm going to close my Twitter, okay? However, I have an entire thread on MMfinance, and if you're interested, it's a mega thread, okay? If dark crypto, literally, I think dark crypto and all those Ponzi's farms that was on Kronos and other chains initially, I believe they were all controlled on the same umbrella, like all these anon devs. If you really think about it now, it'll make sense. It literally makes sense. So if you look at this, I have an entire, I don't know, 10, 20 pages thread. So if you want it, just watch Reddit threads, okay? Totally documented with links. This insider dude who crashed and, you know, flaunting his Mercedes or whatever. Man, I literally saw everything go down. Over here, when he literally, this is like totally market manipulation, where he literally said on Telegram, where this guy was like buying and he was dumping behind the scene. You can cross-check with the what do you call, everything's on the blockchain. So it's just obvious, right? So I'm going to close this right now, okay? And on my crypto channel, which is my crypto drama, nope, this is not my crypto channel, okay? I started documenting MMfinance since the beginning. I was on the pre-sale. I got the NFTs and everything on Kronos. And this is how I started. You can see it's a year ago. Make $100, $500 per day. I was actually doing that number. Literally, that's how it started. 1,000 APR and all that. And I was documenting. And if you go up, all right, I'm going to have all the links in the description for your convenience. And I don't want to be making a lot of MMfinance videos in the future. I'm going to make this the only one. Unless they come up with another Ponzi, then I'm going to create another one just to create public awareness, right? But for now, I just want to include as much as possible while keeping to the point, okay? Because I have a tendency of going off topic. My ADHD might kick in. So anyways, let's get back on point. All right, so over here, if you look, again, Donster Finance, Savannah Finance, Tomb Forks, and Ponzi Farming, all of them crashed, okay? I was trying to create awareness. And literally from here, I literally said, what went wrong? Scrub Finance crashed, oh man. So it was nasty, okay? And then on this channel, the very first video I did was literally 8 months ago when I said, get out of MMfinance before you lose everything. MMfinance is dead. MMfinance is a Ponzi launching another Ponzi and another Ponzi and another Ponzi. You lost money. No, I'm not bashing anymore for whatever I lost. I'm just doing it because I'm spreading awareness. So I've done multiple videos on MMfinance just to spread awareness. And if you pay attention, go back and look at the price and compare with now. Not only the price, just see if anything changed. One thing changed, which is you will not see the moon boys anymore. The fanboys all disappeared. I don't see them on Twitter anymore. Yeah, I kind of miss them once in a while. The drama was fun once in a while, but I don't want to take the stress. But yeah, nobody says anything. It's just quiet. Because I remember when they was saying, oh, it's going to go back to all-time high in December 2022. Just like Alex Becker said, Bitcoin, what? This is going to kill Bitcoin in 22, but whatever. Yeah, people just say any outlandish statements for their own benefits. But, some people are known, but this is like an unknown devs. And this is the worst part. When a YouTuber, see some of the influencers out there, right? When they do something stupid, they have a face, so they get called out, and Zach XBD calls them out, CoffeeZilla calls them out. I mean, it gets a little harder for them. However, when you're totally anon, these guys are not anon anymore because I have a video where I kind of doxed them. It wasn't me doxing. It was another guy on Twitter who did it. So I just read from his thread. Okay, so check that video out. The thumbnail will tell you exactly who's behind the team. All right, over here, $1 billion Ponzi. I can't believe what just went down. It's the whole memory, the whole thing scenario is like so crystal clear in my head. I can still imagine this. It's just literally a year ago. I still remember April. These guys were literally dumping and causing panic. And then MShare was there. Savannah Finance was there. They're going to do the same thing right now on this one. Okay. So first of all, this is Kronos Finance. I'm going to close this. MMfinance is not MMfinance anymore. It's Kronos Finance. Surprise, surprise. It's gone. This is Polygon. And both of them are sitting at 1 cent. The price. They were $1 something, almost sitting at 1 cent. So yeah, that's 2, right? And now they're coming back on MMfinance on Arbitrum. And I believe so. If you check this out, farms. Look at this. 71,000 APR. When you just look at all these gigantic numbers, right? Enticing, tempting. It's gonna go down like this as quick as like you blink of an eye. I've been in this game for quite some time, so I'm just telling you my experience. But again, at the end of the day, it's your decision. I told you, it's enticing. This is exactly why it's made, because it will get you to put your money, and then you just so basically it's like a slot machine kind of stuff, right? You just put the money, it disappears. That's the only difference. It doesn't come back. A slot at least gives you another chance, a 50-50 chance. Over here, not really, because if you have a 50 chance, they probably might not like it, and they'll pull the strings, and then yeah, you just lose a chance, and that's the problem. So exactly the same model. They're gonna again launch more launches here. If you go to the launchpad, they're gonna have more launches. They're gonna take all the launches from their Kronos and they're gonna plug it here. It's a simple copy paste code with Chat GPT and automation. Literally, you can figure out smart contract and stuff for sure. You can and now it's so much easier just to deploy. Copy from one chain and deploy on another. It just doesn't require any work. Imagine copy pasta and you make $1 million, and that's not it, because more people get in and they'll make billions now. So, ladies and gents, maybe be careful, because ultimately it's your decision. It's easier to scam people than to actually tell people that it's a scam. But for now, for God's sake, at least for now, imagine and just understand what's happening, because in 9 hours, it's going to all go down. So please, 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 for God's sake, not for my sake, for humanity's sake, for my cat, Sushi. Sushi's not here. Thank God she's sleeping. Do some work. Yeah. All right. Save some money. Do some charity work. Maybe karma is going to get you in a way. It's just crazy trying to be lucky by putting money in a Ponzi, and also not only losing the money, but also helping some scammers and getting some bad karma. So you're actually funding their Lambos, and whatever they're doing, probably you don't know. These dudes might be doing some shadiest motherfucking shit with their money. You probably have no idea. Like literally child trafficking, sex trafficking, whatever, man. And you probably are one of the, if you put money, probably, you're one of the, a responsible person to some extent, I guess, right? But I'm not saying you are 100%, but if you see it that way. So anyways, stay vigilant, okay? And yes, I don't have $1 billion production budget to create videos like CoffeeZilla right now. And I had to give this message across, because by the time CoffeeZilla creates a video in 10 days, they're going to be, these dudes will scam millions of dollars. I thought, you know what? I can't put the fancy music. It's okay. Just give it to you straight raw. At least take it seriously. Please take it seriously. Okay. Don't let scammers just scam. It's just it's disrespectful to society. And that's it. So